But then it turned out that I did okay, and the conversation was actually interesting to me, and people gave me feedback, and it was good or whatever. Yeah, it takes time sometimes for me to sort of really kind of like you were saying, just kind of I don't know, process it internally, subconsciously, or whatever. And then when I look at the product, I'm like, maybe I'm a little more forgiving to myself, or maybe I have this kind of perfect view or vision for what a conversation should be. And this was whatever the perfect is. There's no perfect. There's no absolutes there, right? Like, but then it was fun in another way that I just didn't. I had this kind of lens put on it. I had an expectation on it, but then it was like, no, it was also good from a different angle. I had to change my perch, my perspective to look at it differently.
You've just described everything I do every day in my studio.
Wow, really?
Yes, it's the creative process. You painting and I don't know how many times I do this dance of, going close to the canvas, going away from it, going close to it, looking at it from different angles and experiencing it trying to experience it as a whole.
Mhm.
You have to keep shifting your perspective, because nobody just stands in front of a canvas in one angle and keeps looking at it. People are going all over the painting to experience it. So before that happens, I experience my work from different perspectives, physically, intellectually, etc.
Mhm.
And at some point, I think that I've reached that point of resolution, which doesn't mean you will receive it in the same way. But as a creator, at that point, most of the times, I'm at peace with it. Sometimes I may give up and I may say, really, I don't think I can do anything more with this. There is nothing more that I want to say here. And
Mhm.
I leave it. So I think it's a very normal creative process that you create something during your creation. You're doing all these things and then after it's out there, it gives you some fodder for looking at what you've done. So many times I look at my past works, like even something I did 2 years back sometimes, or 4 years back, or I keep looking at works that I created, the first after that hiatus of 13 years. Those are still very important works. And I know there is some connection. And in some ways, I am going to go back to it. I still don't know how, because it's very different from what I'm doing right now. But there is something that I was doing there that I have now, after so many years, the desire to pick it up again. So that's part of all the reflection you do as a creative person. Nothing is like, oh, it's done and never to be, looked at again. Everything I do from now until however long I walk this earth as an artist, everything is related. It's not like one day I suddenly become a different person and because I've created, instead of painting, I've created a photo work. It doesn't mean I've changed my style or I'm become somebody else. No, I have found a different way of expressing myself within a similar realm. Yes, I could be working on different series, and I suppose you're hearing the New York sirens that there are so many of. It's not coming. Different ideas can sometimes demand different mediums to express it, right? But the hand of the artist, you will be able to see it throughout their oomph. You'll be able to say this person's work. You'll be able to see those subtle, not so subtle connections. It could be visual. It's in the articulation. It's in maybe the themes that the artist is addressing, and so on and so forth. Everything we do is connected to each other, including in your career.